Zoo and the sun. You're under the water. Water. The duck said they just went going underwater. The duck said they just went underwater. Wait. Do they want to go underwater? Do they want to go underwater?
Patrick Jordan said he and collaborators Dave Mansueto and Pete Spinda initially expected a shorter run.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Alone Together Pittsburgh, streaming at you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Sorry we got off to a late start tonight, but it will be worth it. Yeah, we're still here. We're still doing it. This is episode 196, week 65 in a row. This is like a streak. This is like the Lou Gehrig, Cal Ripken streak, Brett Favre streak. We are not taking the time here. We are still here. We are gonna get to 200. So thank you all for joining us, welcoming us into your homes and mobile devices. We started this show 196 episodes ago as a way to keep a sense of community going through this crazy time that we're living in, and we are still here, and we are grateful that you're still here watching us. A couple of little pieces of information before I tell you that stuff. We have a fantastic show tonight, so you're gonna want to stick around for the whole thing. Later on in the show tonight, Phat Mandy herself is going to be here talking about the Lush life, a Pride Month tribute to Billy Strayhorn that's coming up on Saturday. And it would not be a Thursday without the one and only Chef Kate Romane letting us know what Kate ate. So it is, it's going to be a hot show. Who knows what's going to happen? But before it happens, ticking below us, that's our Venmo. If you want to kick in a couple of bucks, it would be greatly appreciated. The money goes directly to the artists on the show on any given night. So it could be $1, $3, $5, whatever. Just hit it up on Venmo or PayPal. We are at Together PGH on that. I'll try not to belabor that and bring it up 17 times during the show. Something else, a new piece of information. Dave, this is something new here. I actually gave some slightly faulty information last night.
48 hours.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
Yep.
So,
got to read a little deeper on that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
we caught that one.
I know, but I'm fessing up to the world here.
Good for you. Good for you, Jordan. Doing it right towards the end. Boom, just clocking it in, checking that mark, getting the A+, dotting those I's, skipping the T's.
Just letting you know, if something is said that is not true, we will correct it quickly. Everyone makes mistakes. There's a lot of hours of talking here. We're talking probably, well, like how many hours of talking do you think we've done? Like 400 hours, 500 hours?
It's really our greatest accomplishment, I think.
That's true. That is very true. So here's something for you. Allegheny County, every night of the show since like last March, Allegheny County Department of Health puts out the number of new COVID cases in Allegheny County, and I would list them off too because we are in a pandemic, as you all may or may not know. So last night on the show, I forgot to check. I looked at it real quick, saw it was 39. But what I didn't realize is they are no longer putting out the numbers every day of new cases because the new case numbers are low, very low, to the point where when it was in the 40s, 30s, I was like, wow. So yesterday when I said 39, that was 48 hours. So they're only putting out the numbers Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. So take that, folks. So now it would appear that we're in the 20s per day right now, on our way to get back to zero. That would be a major undertaking. I know the state of Pennsylvania was almost, that would make me very excited. The state of Pennsylvania was like just scratching the threshold of 70% of adults getting the immunization, getting the shot. And that's awesome. So the rest of the country has to get there. But this is good. We're going in the right direction. But if you have not yet gotten the vaccine and you are of over the age of 12 and don't have any other underlying conditions where it would affect it, I will have John Travolta say it for me.
Shut! I am if you let me. I never fucking stop when you start talking to me. Start talking to her. Yeah, right.
No one's stopping you. Just get the shot. There are ways you can get a ride. We can figure it out. There's free Ubers that are taking people to the vaccines. It's at Rite Aid now. I mean, it's everywhere. Like these things, you don't have to wait anymore. It's been over a year or so of this particular vaccine. These vaccines have been studied and researched for 20 plus years. Go get it. And if you don't believe me, Dame Judi Dench will tell you what's up.
Take the shot. I say take the shot. Take the bloody shot.
I don't know. That's like that got to be the fifth time I've seen that one, and it just still gets me. Great editing work, Dave. Proud of you, buddy.
Thanks.
Good stuff. All right, so that's what I got for you right now. There is something else that we've got going on here tonight. It is an in-show poll. We like to call it the Engine House 25 Winery Little Jag-Off poll. It is brought to you by Engine House 25 Winery. If you go to eh25.com, you can find out everything you need about this fantastic local winery. When I say local, the grapes are not local. Everything else is done. It is hand-selected. The grapes, blah, 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 blah. They come from everywhere from Chile to, Napa, everywhere in between. But the wines, I will put them up against any wine, any place, anywhere. EH25.com. The bottles are works of art. Everything's done in-house right there in Doughboy Square, where the Doughboys basically looking at it also houses the Roberto Clemente Museum, as you can see right there. So 3339 Penn Avenue is the address, but I hit them up at EH25.com. They're still doing free delivery for another week or so. And if you let them know that you found out about them from Alone Together Pittsburgh, you at home get $5 off per bottle. The Alone Together Pittsburgh discount. You can't go wrong with it. EH25.com. Tell them we sent you. So what is the in-show poll for tonight, Dave Mansueto?
Do we do it or do we do it with the help of our friends?
Do you think we should should we do a tip-off? Should we bring them in now, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, and then we'll kick them back out and we'll reintroduce them. You know,
right, hey guys, you know who's on the show tonight. You see, if you've seen this show, you've seen them both before. I'm just saying, this is how it is. Real quick little pop in. This is Kate Romane, and this is Fat Mandy. They might not have known they were coming in, but here they are. We're just going to start. We're going to do this tip off here, and then I'll introduce you guys proper. When it's your time, but we're going to do this little in-show poll here. That the people at home only on Facebook can vote on. I am sorry to the people watching on Twitch and YouTube. You can put your vote into the chat, and we will get at it from there. And if you're listening to the podcast only audio version tomorrow, yeah, you're shit out of luck. All right, Dave.
On Facebook, I can't vote. I'm banned.
Are you still banned?
I'm banned for like another 2 weeks. I'll have to make Tommy vote for me.
Okay, but we're gonna have to get into what caused that shortly. But right now, let's get this poll live. Dave.
Body mods! That's right, it's the roaring 20s. You know what that means? It's time for Daddy to get an eyebrow ring. I'm talking to you, Patrick Jordan. We're gonna hold you down. I'm gonna cauterize some needles. I'm gonna do it myself. We're all gonna get eyebrow rings. In fact, everybody in Alone Together, we have a pact. We got a blood pact where Pete, Patrick, and myself are all gonna get eyebrow rings. It's the roaring 20s. Time to body mod off. What are you gonna do? Get a tattoo? Get a piercing down south? You know where that is. That's below the equator. Dermal implants. I don't even know what that is. Or tongue stuff. Tongue stuff. Who doesn't love tongue stuff? The roaring 20s. Have at it, Pittsburgh.
All right.
Sponsored by EH25.com. The wines are for Pittsburgh. Thank God.
All right. So since we brought you guys in here, let's
get your eyebrow all tuned up, Patrick. We're gonna tune it up, baby.
My eyebrow's my moneymaker. Okay, this is what it's all about. All right, I'm just saying. There's like The Rock and there's me. Like that's the drop off. This is it right here. It's all eyebrows. All right. So tattoos are off to the lead here. Okay. So Kate, Mandy, where do you guys fall in this before we get to like our regular segments here?
No question, I'm going tongue stuff.
Okay. Tongue stuff. Is that out of context or is that in context? Mandy? Mandy, what does tongue stuff mean?
It can mean a couple of different things, really. I think the most popular from when I was young was you would get a tongue piercing, like a barbell that went straight up and down in the tongue, and it's a very intricate piercing. You have to be careful with the piercer because the piercer, there's a nerve in your tongue, and if you don't avoid it, you could paralyze whoever is getting the piercing. So that's one tongue modification. And the other tongue modification is when people have it snipped down the middle so they can look like a lizard or something.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then you can get like a little piercing on each side of the tongue.
Okay, is that a look? What is that? What is that? What I mean,
it's like a lifestyle choice.
It's a lifestyle.
I mean, it's functional. The piercing is functional.
But how can it?
Two is better than one.
Will it grow back?
I mean, what if you split them? No, you'd have to like do surgery to have them come back. But I mean, the piercing. Yeah, I had the piercing and eventually got rid of it because it's detrimental to your career as a vocalist.
Also,
it can fuck up the teeth, right?
That's what.
Yeah, I messed up my teeth. Yeah, I messed up my teeth, and I messed up my speaking and singing voice. I wasn't able to do it as well as I liked. So I got rid of
Try to hit a note, and there would be like a rattle. Give
Well,
like
it made a
inside
lisp. It made a lisp, and there was the clicking, and there was also just as a vocal production, from a vocology perspective, it's just not an optimal place to have a hard thing in your tongue.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the optimal place to use a $10,000 word like vocology.
Ah,
I was
So
going to say that. That's a good.
I joined a group. The internet makes you do funny things when you're locked down. Corel Tunador is on the board of a group called Vocology and Practice, and it's internationally a group of big, super voice nerds and vocal teachers, and we study all kinds of things like subglottal pressure and.
All right.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. I thought I
Wow.
was coming on to talk about jazz, but yeah, that's a thing.
We're going to
That's
talk
the
about
thing.
that in a second. We're going to get to all that.
What are we do? I mean, do you want to go over dermal implants and
We're gonna
brandings,
come-
or are we going to save it? We're going to eke it out over the show.
Let's save it. Let's spread it out. Bye, Mandy. What the? Did you just take yourself out of
No,
the
Dave's like, no, bye.
I slipped. I was like, save it, and I pushed the wrong button.
There was a Freudian delete.
We got to eke it out. This is
Oh,
good
gosh,
stuff. This is
that's
all
not
good
the way
stuff
you
to chew on.
treat an honored guest. By the way, Mandy, I believe you're going to be you already are, but we're going to say that tonight's the night. You are in the illustrious Five Timers Club for Alone Together Pittsburgh. Just so you know.
I'm honored.
I think you've been there for a while, but we're just going back through who is in this special club.
I'm so incredibly honored.
You are one. All right.
I think it's much
illustrious
more than
people.
5.
Mandy's probably on 50, but she's been our savior on many a night. But Mandy, we're gonna talk to you. We're gonna talk about jazz. We're gonna talk about Strayhorn. We're gonna talk about the event happened on Saturday. We're gonna talk about that in 10 minutes.
I'm here. I'm doing it.
All
I'm
right,
just
so
making
everybody
my
stick around. We might even coerce Mandy into doing a song, folks. All right, but here right now, we're getting back on track. You can keep voting at home, but right now, since it is Thursday, this is the night that Chef Kate Romane shows up on the show to tell us what Kate ate. Each week, Kate goes to different places, takeout, delivery, and sometimes eating in. She finds out what's going on, what's good with it, and she comes back and reports back to us. She also gives us the input on all the stuff that's going on in the restaurant scene in Pittsburgh. Here she is, Kate Romane. How you doing, Kate?
I'm good.
I love
That's
that your name is
freaking-
still 25 chains from last week when you were at the No-Tell Motel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I just got back.
Today?
Tuesday,
Oh my God.
late Tuesday night.
All right. So that's like yesterday.
It's like yesterday. It just all blended into going back to work.
It's crazy. That's
Yeah.
So I know we started talking about body modifications and those kinds of things. We can come back to that soon, but I want to find out what Kate ate and what Kate's got cooking.
Okay. So I was out of town almost all of last week. And if you were watching last week, we touched on, I had a cold lobster roll in New Hampshire. And because I was in New Hampshire all week, I had another lobster roll. Went into Portsmouth.
Was it a second cold lobster roll?
No. So we split. We went 1 and 1. We had one cold versus one hot at this place called the River House, which is right on you sit outside on the water by the bridge that goes to Maine. It's a nice little scene there. But we had to try them side by side, and honestly, I'm still gonna stand by.
This is all it is. All right. You're standing by with.
I'm going the buttered hot lobster roll.
Man, I want a hot lobster roll now with butter. Is there a dip it like a hot butter next to it that you could just dip it into? It's like
Everything you're
an au jus of
saying
butter?
is so much dirtier than the body modification thing, by the way.
Dip it.
Listen,
No, there was no butter dip option, but I could have, I guess, asked for that. That's a good idea for the future.
okay.
Given that I had French fries and lobster with butter on it, I think I was going.
Yeah, you were
excellent.
heading for a coronary, but this is interesting. Did you ask the place if this had happened before? If people tried to do the showdown, the taste test, with the hot to cold?
It's on the menu as like basically. So my sister and I looked it up, and apparently, the cold lobster roll thing is a Maine thing. The hot lobster roll thing is a Connecticut thing. And then you can make these mashup versions where you do less mayonnaise and butter. I can't go there. I think I will die.
Oh God!
If I did mayonnaise and butter together. So anyway, we did them side by side. Obviously, nothing was terrible. It was all fucking delicious. I mean, mayonnaise and lobster, totally great.
I mean, look, I don't think I've had a hot lobster roll, as I've told everyone, but I also have a soft spot for like, if you've had like a Reuben, right? I love a hot Reuben. I'm cool with a cold Reuben. You know what I mean? Like, it's still delicious.
Cold Reuben?
What's that?
Cold Reuben.
I don't know what that is.
All right, how about a Rachel?
Wait, which one
Still
is
hot.
that? That's hot too.
Oh wow, I've had them both. This is weird. I've had them both. I am okay with a cold sandwich. I am okay with a hot sandwich. I feel like I would like the hot lobster roll better than the cold lobster rolls that I've had.
Yeah, it's better. It's 100% better. I mean, like I eat a hot pastrami sandwich with hot pastrami on cold bread with onions and mustard.
Well, if you call it a hot pastrami sandwich, it has to be, something has to be hot in there.
The meat was hot and the rest of it's cold. Anyway, there's a lot of different variations out there of hot and cold living together. Hey,
what's that, Pepper? You want to, Pep wants to say hi to you, Kate.
hell yeah.
Hold on, I'll pull this down here.
Come here, Pep.
All right, Pep. Come here, say hi to Aunt Romane. Here we go.
Hi.
Pepper! Oh, girl, you look good. Are those new glasses?
Are they new?
Are those new glasses?
No.
We just bought them.
We just
You
brought
did?
them. Yeah, you did. Do you want to tell her what you did today?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I just got in the pool.
She went to the pool.
Cool.
She did not get a sunburn. Her father did. All right. All right, Pep. Let's say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, babe.
What's crazy is Pepper has been getting more, like Pepper spottings have been getting more and more apparent. The closer we get to 200
Show
episodes.
business is in her blood. Show business. Pepper's ready for the big screen, daddy.
All right. Sorry for everyone at home. Back to the split tongues and lobster rolls.
I need
All right.
straps. I need my glasses like hers, where there is a strap. I lose them. Obviously, I've lost them now. I can't.
She's
find
got
them.
a couple. I mean, like the strap thing. I mean, my glasses are pretty much like way too tight for my head, so they don't fall off. But the mask that I had, like for the last 6 to 8 months that I was into, had a neck strap around the back, so I didn't lose it. So I'm feeling like if your glasses off and on during the day, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like mine just stay on. Like I never really take them off. Except for the giant glare that happens for the show. But if you have that, you know, they got the neck chain. Isn't that like what the old teachers used to have, kind of a thing? You could rock that.
I've tried.
Before we get to anything else, you think I missed the Kate Romane riding down the road cameo in the opening of the show?
Yeah, I forgot that I did put that up there on my. I did not send that to you though. You found that, Dave, on the YouTube thing.
Dave found.
It was on autoplay, and I was like, "Oh, hold up, what?" That was like, it was pretty cool. The music was great. I just didn't know if it was like a rights cleared music or not. But there was some bumping sweet techno to that.
There was.
Yeah. Yep. I think.
Oh.
I dug it. I hope you don't mind.
So sandwiches, lobster rolls. The lobster roll has become like a hot topic. Here on Alone Together. It's a nerve that we didn't know was there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's the summer. I don't know if you're at the beach or even if you can't get to the beach, just want to eat some lobster. I think we're gonna do a lobster kit for the 4th of July. So mark your calendar. The 2nd, we're gonna do a lobster roll kit. Cool.
All right, I'm in. Pencil me in for one. You can put it in pen. You can put it in blood. Anything you want, it's in there. I don't want to say pencil because that doesn't seem like I'm legit. I'm in. I'm sold.
Awesome.
4th of July. It's on.
Yeah.
All right. You got one sale going right now. So
awesome.
Your numbers are looking up. All right. So what else we got to talk about here tonight, Kate? We're talking. I know you got the lobster rolls coming on July 4th. What's up, Kit?
Yeah. So I am, one place I did go, and this was like my first, I forgot you said eat in, and I did go out to eat. I forgot to mention this. I did not take a picture. Oh, there it is. Yep. So I bought this. So the whole thing with this is I bought this thing so I could, when I go on motorcycle rides, sometimes I get lost. GPS. And so it holds my cell phone. And now I can like Google map myself around when I'm going outside of town. So anyway, I'm
obviously what you're doing. You're Google mapping yourself right there.
So I was like, "Holy shit, I can take a video," and I did.
It's amazing. It's totally made my week. And I only brought it up because I almost forgot to bring it up, and it was the high point for me.
Yeah, so summertime, it's lobster roll season, and it's motorcycle time. Watch out for the motorcyclists and the bicyclists out on the road. Yeah, so I did go out to ate at a restaurant. I went to Soba. It was awesome.
Did you sit outside or inside?
We did sit inside in the bar. They had all the windows open.
Right. Got you.
And it was awesome. I mean, that's a great like chill hangout bar, and you can like sit together, have little groups there. But it was just me and Emma, and we sat right by the windows open and felt really comfortable. The staff was great. And I can't really wait some sushi.
Oh, it's good there.
And honestly, fucking the lettuce wraps, those are awesome. With the chicken where you put all the stuff in and you wrap it up and eat it. Oh, so good. So good. So that was like my first like big time like going out to dinner. And that was right before I left to go to New Hampshire. And it's happening. We're getting in the space. No, it was not crowded.
Okay, great. I mean, too bad, but great at the same time. Like,
yeah, it's like a weird complicated thing. You don't want the restaurants to die out, but you're kind of scared to be like in a crowded restaurant. So we went a little bit later in the evening, and it was very chill. It was like middle of the week.
That's incredible. Did it feel awesome?
It felt, I thought I would be really anxious, but it felt really normal. Like it came back like riding a bicycle where you're just like, oh yeah, I remember this. This is great. And actually like to have your food like hot. Yeah. It just, the sake helps too, just
yeah, that'll kick in. Like I was really tense at first, but I had like 3 bottles of sake, and all of a sudden, I mean, you know what? I was just like ready to party.
Yeah.
The best
of them. It was good. And what else? Oh, we're getting a lot of stuff in from the farms. We got these crazy radishes in that look like apples from Tiny Seed Farm.
Okay.
Todd over there delivered these. I mean, look at those.
Goodness.
They're fucking huge, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like bobbing for apples. I mean, that's like,
yeah.
Those are radishes?
Those are radishes. And as big as they are, they still are really flavorful and fantastic. We're going to do a little appetizer with them tomorrow for an event out in Ohio. So I'm excited about that.
That looks like a Christmas display. I mean, that is like, that does not look real.
Yeah, and there's no filter on that. That is just like I took a picture while washing them off. That was it. And they're that big. They're like that big.
Amazing.
I could just like, it was cool.
All right, so that's cool. So look for those.
Yeah. So and we're gonna incorporate all of the stuff that we're getting in from these farms into our belly basket, which is we're still doing, which are home delivered meal kits every Wednesday. We're starting to bring in some other vendors. Next week, we're going to work with Little Taylor. Oh, look at that. He has such a great website, Tiny Seed. Yeah, so we're going to start bringing in some other vendors to showcase what other people have started to do over the pandemic. There's some really cool fucking projects that have started, one of which is Brandon Blumenfield, who's an awesome chef in town, started making these kreplach little dumplings. It's called Little Taylor. You can find them at Bryan Street Market. And we're going to do that. That's going to be a part of our belly basket next week. So get on it because that's probably going to sell out quick with those being in there. So, and if you don't know how to find out about Belly Basket, you can go to our website, follow us on Instagram, and the best way to find out what's going to be in your Belly Basket is to sign up for our email list, which you can do through our website and the Instagram. That was a fucking like serious promotion.
I just sat back and let it ride. I was like, actually, Dave, go back there. These pictures. Oh, or that. There's a gift card. That looks like a rainbow. Come on. I was going to go into like a whole rainbow thing and talk about the colors and the fruits and the vegetables. And then we go see Snacks Vegetable because that's the way Dave rolls.
God, it's God's gift. God made these beautiful things. It's God's gift. Don't make God mad.
Snacks.
Oh man. That's magic happening. But is anything else going on? Is Allegheny Eats still working?
Couple more weeks. That's it. You guys get on it. I think your day to order was yesterday. Tonight, get on it. Go to the Allegheny Eats website. Awesome program, still running. It does, there are still workers that are out of work still. The restaurant, still need your support. We're still getting back on our feet, still rebuilding. So Allegheny Eats is a great way to do that.
Right. And as a side note, Donna's mother ate radish sandwiches with homemade bread, butter, and radishes.
Just butter and radish on
bread.
On bread. That sounds great. I'd eat that.
You should probably do it as you should do it when you cater like teas. You should just do that as like a tea sandwich.
Yeah.
With those the amazing radishes. People will be like, what is this amazing buttery radish that I'm eating? It tastes like a cold lobster roll.
We did do fresh radish and goat butter with sea salt in our last belly basket. And it was, Sherry made this goat cheese butter. Ooh, that was good together.
Awesome.
Love
that. This is the magic you can get. I highly recommend you get the belly basket, folks. And also check out what's going on with Allegheny Eats. There's only a couple weeks left to get it on this amazing organization group. Yeah. And it's delicious. And you get to, feed people who need it too. So the restaurant workers. Great. Well, Kate, I know you got to get some sleep. You got to get caught up. Got to get back to the grind. So we're going to let you go early tonight. We're not going to make you do the whole show.
All right.
Unless you want to stay, Kate. I'm kidding. You can get out of here.
Yeah, I want to hear what Mandy. If we can get a song out of her, I'm ready.
Stick around. All right, stick around. All right, cool. All right, Kate. Well, thank you very much. Kate's going to stick around, so it's not goodbye. It's just so long. We don't know if she's going to pop back in or not, but she's definitely going to be here. We're going to try to get a song out of Mandy. Let's move on. Before we move on to this was another installment of What Kate Ate. Before we move on, I want to give to Mandy, bringing Mandy out. I want to give a shout out to Farm to Table Pittsburgh. FarmToTablePA.com is the website. They're one of the sponsors on this show, and they are a fantastic organization. And if you go to the website, you can find out it is a one-stop shop for finding out how you can buy fresh, buy local, where you can get the farmers markets, CSAs, where you can get certain groceries delivered, how you can get in direct contact with the farms and the farmers themselves. And every Wednesday on Alone Together, we have a Buy Fresh, Buy Local segment. If you have the time, watch last night. It was another fantastic installment. You cannot go wrong. FarmToTablePA.com. So check them out. All right. So now there's no our next guest needs no introduction, possibly because she's already been on the show tonight. Let's bring her out here. Without further ado, here she is, Phat Mandy. Oh,
I love this music.
Fantastic. Well, Mandy, welcome to the show. I know we had you out here earlier for the in-show poll.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Dave, do you want to give us a holler on what's in the lead?
Yeah, let's have a little look-see here. Looks like tattoos dominating, piercings and dermal implants following up. Neck and neck. Tongue stuff is just not happening.
Well, I think
you know what I mean?
I think your mom said it's a digestive organ, so I don't know why why we want to split that. So anyway, we'll check back in on that a little bit later. Mandy, You haven't been on this show in weeks. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been watching. I haven't been able to comment much because I've been banned more than not over the last month and a half or so.
Without specifics, how did you get banned? Without specifics, you don't think
I don't know how to stay out of the KDKA comments section. And they don't like it when you tell people that it's white people's responsibility to end white supremacy. And I may have said that all racists can die mad and alone. I might have said that. But I wrote a song about it.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah, it's still in development. I'm going to be doing it with Christiana and Henya eventually when we work it up for our band. And it goes, all of you racists, you can die mad. All of you racists, you can die mad. If you're racists, die mad and alone. If you're a racist, die mad and alone.
Yeah!
Now, why would you get banned for something that beautiful, a statement that beautiful and from the heart?
You will have to ask Mr. Zuckerberg yourself.
I'll go into this, right? Because it must be because, you see, I sometimes will send a text message and I'll be text messaging with people and I'll feel like there's a fight happening and somebody's being aggressive when they're not, you know?
Yeah, like I wasn't saying it with cruelty. What I was saying in the post was, you know, we have a responsibility. We need to acknowledge, you know, the privilege that we have in the society. If Black and brown people, indigenous people could have ended racism and Jim Crow and white supremacy by now, surely they would have. So obviously, you know, we who benefit, even if we don't want to benefit, even if we never intended it, we didn't build it, we are maintaining it if we don't fight it. So I explained that nicely. And then I also nicely said, if after you have this information and you still choose to be a racist, then you can die mad and alone.
It was probably the alone part that got you banned.
Possibly. Yeah, the dying mad thing, because everybody dies. It's up to you how you die. Are you going to die mad? Are you going to die alone? These are things you could fix.
Big picture, nobody's really psyched about it, so maybe it can fall into the mad category. We can go into semantics here, but you've got a gig coming up on Saturday. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited for one of my musical and civil rights heroes, Pittsburgh hometown legend. We love him so much. We will never, ever be over our love affair with the great Billy Strayhorn. Billy Strayhorn wasn't born here, but he did spend his formative years here. He went to Westinghouse High School. When he was 16, he wrote a song that has been one of the most recorded songs ever in the jazz repertoire, Lush Life. He wrote a musical when he was in high school, and when Duke Ellington came to Pittsburgh to play as a kid, Billy Strayhorn went and introduced himself and told Duke about his work, and Duke sent him travel money to come up to New York City and come work for him in his organization as his right-hand man. He composed, he arranged, he played, he led rehearsals, and had like a decades-long relationship with Duke Ellington that they both profited from, but more importantly, we all profited from, because they wrote so much music. Billy Strayhorn wrote so much music. They shaped the American soundtrack together. And so I've wanted to do this tribute for him during Pride Month for a very long time. Billy Strayhorn is really celebrated in Pittsburgh. I've sung in a number of Billy Strayhorn tribute events, all over the city, and beautifully done events, with incredible musicians. And I just wanted to do another one for him that celebrated him specifically during Gay Pride Month, because he lived openly as a gay man in the 50s in New York with his partner. And
amazing. So you've got a pretty great lineup of artists to go along with you here.
Thank you. Yeah, that's Brian E. Edwards. It's a phenomenal drummer who's played with everybody from DeBarge to, his last touring gig, I think he went to Minneapolis to go play for a Prince tribute at the Prince Estate. He's a killer drummer who lives on Rhythm Mountain, just north of the city. We got there Don Alico Sr. He's in his early 90s, but he's playing like a beast.
Wow.
Yeah, I adore Don, and
I don't know if I'll be able to like blow out birthday candles if I make it to 90. And this guy's playing the horn here.
Yeah, he's carrying around an alto saxophone, and his embouchure is absolutely intact.
All right.
And this is Dawn's granddaughter, Isai Alico Varela. She is a sophomore, maybe in the sophomore class now. So next year she'll be a junior at Kappa. She's a lovely vocalist. She is known professionally as E, the Dragnificent. And she leads a teen drag event on Instagram every week. And she's just a really beautiful little singer.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I'm going to have Grandpa Don and Grandbaby Isai on their first live gig together.
That's worth the price of admission alone right there.
I think so. She's going to be singing A Flower is a Lovesome Thing, which Flower is a Lovesome Thing was a poem that Billy wrote when he was just 18 years old and still living here in Pittsburgh. And it's such a beautiful, now it's a song, but the lyrics are just so incredible. And it's the first song that he ever recorded with the Duke Ellington Orchestra.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Who else we got? Who else we got back there, Dave? You're doing an awesome job there. Give it up for Dave Wildman Mansueto. There's Fred Pugh. Yay! Fred Pugh is a very beloved local jazz singer. He's just got a really stunning and beautifully powerful voice, and he's going to be singing Daydream.
All right, Dick, keep it just rolling. He's probably uploading them as we speak.
Oh, gosh, bless him. Oh, there's my little student. Oh, I'm so proud of this one. This is Gabriella Salvucci, and she is, I think she's 16 or 17 now. I'm looking for the CD. I just bought her CD because she had her CD released. Oh, here it is. Yay, Gabriella. That's her CD. She's signed to Misra Records. I've been her vocal coach for 2 years now.
It's amazing. I will say one other thing. I got to talk to all these artists because everyone's headshots and promo photos are way better than mine. I got to get in on this section. I got to find their photographers. All right, who else we got here?
This is Max Leak. Max is an incredible pianist. If you go see Roger Humphrey's RH Factor, he's usually the one on the keys. He's just a killer player. He's been playing for decades, and for Billy Strayhorn's work, he was the best choice in Pittsburgh, according to my friend Reggie, who's helping me direct the music.
Awesome.
Yeah. And that's one of our singers, my dear friend Patrick Arena, who currently lives in Washington, PA, and he's been inviting me to sing on different Pride events for decades. He's just a delightful jazz singer, and I adore him. He's going to be singing. We're going to duet together. Ooh, there's Reggie. Hey, Reggie. Do you know Reggie? Patrick, have you met Reggie?
I believe I met Reggie.
Okay, yeah. He's a killer trombonist. He has a local trio called the Steeltown Horns. He's been on every recording of mine that I've ever made since 2002. But I think that you would probably say that his bigger accolade, or his bigger people that he's played with include Jason Mraz, and he was the musical director for Maynard Ferguson.
Oh.
And he's played with the Temptations, and You know, I have him on my social justice disco. We're co-writing some stuff together right now. But also, he played Aretha Franklin's homegoing service,
Oh wow.
which I didn't realize he was doing, and I was watching it, and I'm like, is that Reggie behind Minister Farrakhan? And it was. Oh, there's my other student, my other little student there. Well, he's not little, he's much taller than I am now. Winston, Wind of Fire is his professional name, and he is
Great name.
Yeah, isn't it? You know Christina Springer, right?
Yeah.
This is her son.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's really an incredibly powerful artist. He's just 18. He just graduated high school, and he's got a 4.5 octave range. He could do whatever he wants. He has one single out right now. It's called Alive with Pride. And he recorded it with Liz Berlin at Real Life Music Camp. It's a great song.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he's going to be singing Take the A Train.
Oh, well, that's the big one.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Hey, that's me!
Hey, it's you.
It's me in front of my friend Andrea Varela, is also known as Viva Velez. Viva Velez is that's her shell. Eddie Pinto made her a shell, but it's still at Eddie's house. So I got a picture of it. Renee Rosensteel took that picture at Eddie's house.
Jesus, genius, love it. So this is fantastic. So okay, so there's an online option to stream this thing, and there are also going to be some in-person audience as well.
There is going to be a small in-person audience, and I actually sold out just before we went online today. So I don't have any more in-person tickets available. I'm sorry to say. We're just trying to keep it. I could only really sell like 20 tickets. It's a small theater because when I originally started planning this, we didn't have vaccines yet.
Right.
And we didn't know when or how that was going to work. And Reggie had been doing all these really lovely live streams from the Carnegie Theater in Carnegie, and they had lots of gay pride stuff on their website. So I was like, everything looks good comes there. Everything streaming out of there looks good, and it sounds good, and they're gay friendly, and
all right.
You know, so let's go there. And then they were like, well, we can have an audience. And so I planned on selling 10 tickets, but then I sold like 10 and we brought it up to 15 and then we brought it to 20. And that's half the house. It's small. It's a small space.
Yeah.
So I don't want anybody to be uncomfortable. We are going to have to be masked in the audience. And,
Right, but there's some online components to it too, so people can watch from home.
Absolutely, yes. I have so many online Zoom tickets available, so many. You could watch it from your home, and it's going to be set up so that our video is spotlighted, but people will be able to see each other if they want to turn their video cameras on and interact with each other.
Awesome. Oh wow. Oh seriously? So
I mean, is that okay? I thought it would be cool.
It can be cool, but like, what if you know, let's say you have a couple hundred people watching the stream, and you know, like people just want to come in and talk while somebody's playing.
Well, I'm not going to make them. They're going to be muted.
Okay.
They're definitely going to be muted. They can talk in the chat.
Okay, there you go. The chat.
Yeah.
We like a chat.
Yeah, I have my 16-year-old nephew Vic is going to be my Zoom moderator.
Awesome.
So I've got Vic on that.
Vic's the bouncer.
Yeah, Vic's the 16-year-old internet bouncer.
I like it. Well, this is incredible. Donna wants to know if you fought the Facebook ban.
There's no way to fight it. You know, I actually even have a friend who is we're not close or anything, but like we're acquaintances. Who is a programmer for Facebook, and I reached out to him, and he's like, "Yeah, there's really nothing you can do. You just gotta wait it out." So I can't comment. I don't want to give away my sources, but I mean, Tommy's been posting a lot for me. You know, like my lovely wife, and then tagging me. I can review and approve tags. So Tommy's always really supportive of everything I've done. I may have been using his a little bit.
That's amazing.
But, thanks, Maureen. That's really sweet of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, this is great. Also, Mandy, what's also great, you didn't know the order. Dave was going to pull those pictures up. You weren't reading. You know everybody that's in the band. Who's behind? What is happening?
There's Tommy Amoeba.
What's up, Tommy?
He's supporting me.
Look at him supporting you.
He's supporting.
I love that. That's what he walks around the house in. It's amazing.
Yes, what's he wearing? Oh, he's wearing his new jacket, his new golden jacket. Hey, Tommy, I'm promoting something here. Get out of it. Vintage. Yeah, it is vintage. Yeah, he's adorable. I love it.
Looks ready for some body modifications.
I love you, honey. Love you.
Ready for some body modifications.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I can't. But before we wrap here, Mandy, has anything moved or happened with Spa Day and Mr. Rogers' mind?
Oh, Spa Day. So you know what? I'm having such a hard time with that song because I wrote this tune and it's all I've been going to a songwriting academy. I've been studying also with my friend Karel Tunador online. I've been studying a lot of theory. I always default when I sing something, I default to like the headspace I was in when I first learned to sing, which was in synagogue. So everything I sing is like in melodic minor. It all sounds like I'm trying to join a klezmer band. So that's just my natural melodic flow. And if you listen to the song, wanna take a spa day in Mr. Rogers' mind. Wanna take a spa day and leave it all behind. It's like, and then that melodic. So I need to do something. I've tried to force it into major to make it happier sounding, because like Mr. Rogers' mind should be a happy, carefree place, not this minor, dark. So I've been trying.
That's okay. I didn't feel it as dark. I felt it as like a super chill place. You know what I mean? Through the song, yes, Mr. Rogers' mind would be a happy place.
I think what I need to do is I need to get. You know what? I'm actually got a whole bunch of music that I've like been writing and putting into a folder for my next EP that I'm going to be working on after Lush Life, the tribute to Billy Strayhorn. My next big thing is after I have some summer festival dates, I'm performing at an event called Starwood Festival with my band in Ohio, and it's a in-person camping event. I have discount codes. If anybody wants to come and get a $50 off a ticket, let me know. I'll tell you my discount code. But that's Starwood Festival. But then after Starwood Festival, I'm recording a CD. I'm producing a CD for my friend Miguel Segay Jr. He's in his 70s now, and we have a whole body of work, ceremonial work we're going to record. And then,
Miguel's awesome.
Yeah, Miguel is awesome. He emigrated here when he was 15, and he moved straight from Santiago, Cuba to Erie in the middle of winter. As a 15-year-old Cuban kid. Like, I can't even imagine. Back in the, whatever that was, the 60s. So, anyhow, after I've done producing that CD of indigenous spiritual ceremonial songs that he's composed over the years, then I'm going to work on mine. And I have all these songs, and that one, Mr. Rogers' Mind, is in the list with the other ones. So I think when I get into a room, I need to be in a room with live musicians, and we just need to work it out because, like, I'm struggling with the chords.
Gotcha.
But I'm getting better, though. I'm getting better. I've been studying pentatonic and mixolydian and aeolian and Dorian and Phrygian. I know those scales. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Maureen wants my book. I have to write my memoirs.
When you have in your free time.
In my free time.
2025. It's gonna be great. You're gonna finally be done with the work that you have lined up.
On the train ride. On the train ride to Coney Island next week for my vacation with Tommy Amoeba for his birthday. I'll write it on the Amtrak.
All right. Well, happy birthday to Tommy. We're gonna have to wind things down here. Mandy, is there anything else Kate? Is there anything else?
Kate, so pretty. Hey, Kate, what do you think of the lobster rolls at Roland's? Do you like the lobster rolls at Roland's?
Yeah, I haven't been to Roland's in so long. I don't remember. But
I went to a girls' night last couple of weeks ago, and my sister got it, and it's like 3 lobster rolls, and they're all fried. They look delicious. I just Tommy's here. He heard lobster rolls and he got really exciting.
Sup, Tommy?
I see that. Hopefully not too excited. This is a family show.
It's a family show, Tommy. Just remember, it's a family show. Tommy, I'm trying to sing a song. Get out of here. Jeez Louise.
I heard my name.
Get your own show.
But I figure while we got Kate here, I figure, maybe Mandy could do a song for us. It looks like tattoos are running this, not our biggest voting poll. But 60% for tattoos.
Just I don't mean
piercings, implants. Nobody's into tongue stuff.
He's crying back there. Come on, honey.
Come here, pumpkin.
So yeah, I've had dermal implants before. I had one on my chest and it caught all of my loose sweaters. It was the most sickening and painful feeling, but I had it for years.
Oh.
And then the brandings I got in the 90s from David Apocalypse, that one week we were into brandings. And they hurt a lot.
I can't imagine.
I got like 2 racing stripes here, and then I had one on my left arm.
Ow!
What was the design on the left arm?
It was supposed to be like things I wanted to have, which were it was like a
like ointment.
No.
Aloe.
I wanted shelter. And I wanted water. So I had a squiggly line for water, and then an upside down triangle with no bottom for shelter, and then I had rays for a sun.
Were you into the Fifth Element at the time?
I was. I'm into all of the science fiction things. I'm into. If you let me go on, my nerd will start showing.
Well, you've never been one to hide that light under a bushel, Mandy. But
I hide other things under my bushels.
You know what? It just occurred to me. Patrick and I went to your wedding parade together.
Aw, Kate and Patrick went to our wedding.
Yeah, oh my God, that's right. I was with you at that parade.
Yeah.
You know what? Carl Greffenstedt, the owner of the original owner of Pittsburgh Guitars, just gave me a thumb drive with our Judge Joe Brown episode.
Oh my God!
So
that elephant. Oh
yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
I put in like 18 straight hours on that elephant.
Thank you. You did. You kept me from dying, didn't you? Help tie me down.
I was very concerned when
you were
when the thing was together. There was no handles on the bench that you were riding on top of like Lloyd's van, with a giant, you know what I mean, like with like a giant like pink elephant on it, like way up above. I was like, she's got to have a handle or something to hold on to. If something they hit a pothole, it's over. This thing might.
Oh my God.
So I had to anchor you, and we got into I went on a mission that day.
Yeah, do you remember when Patrick anchored us and he kept us from dying? Without Patrick, we would have had no handles.
You would fall off into that crowd. That mob.
Someone would have caught you. There was a lot of people.
Yeah, I only weighed like 250 back then. I was my pre-wedding weight, you know.
Mansueto, what were you? You were in the party. What were you dressed as?
He was Tommy's one of Tommy's 3 best men.
Yes.
3 best men together, right, in a suit.
Yeah. Do you want to go get that thing from the picture from the mantle?
Wow. Yeah. Pumpkin's gonna have my.
I have actual photos of this too somewhere, like I took from the street. But I remember that it was Thad, Dave, and
Dan
Barone.
yeah. Oh my God.
And the original lineup of Amoeba Knievel.
Oh my
Who's
God.
planning their 2021 return any minute now. Dave, you didn't respond to Tommy's text. Dave.
Oh no, I'm not back in Pittsburgh yet. I will. I don't have. I'm ready. I gotta see if Thad still has the drum set. That's all.
We just let the cat out of the bag. Dave is not.
God.
Oh my God.
Pumpkin, stop it!
That was the wedding elephant, and there was Dave there on the side with Thad and Dan Barone there.
Oh my God, that's baby Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
And baby Dan, Thad looks the same.
That does look the same. Wow.
And my friend Ed there was the clown. So,
Amazing.
So how many years of marriage does that make that?
how long we've been married, honey? 20. This will be 19. This will be 19 years.
Damn! Congratulations, guys.
19 years ago. Holy shit.
Somebody asked me the other day. They're like, "Wow, you know, how did you meet or whatever?" And all I could think of was, well, he was too dumb to say no, and I was too fat to run away.
I will say this: that wedding was a watermark for cool shit in the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like a climax. It was a definite like a moment of amazing like shit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so. It was the whole community. It was everybody.
It was a confluence of all those things. That's great.
I couldn't have thrown. I mean, like, I'd never actually even been to a wedding before, so I had no idea what you were supposed to do as a bride. And Big Daddy Bull Seal was my maid of honor.
I remember that.
He didn't know. See look how svelte I look.
Amazing.
Svelte.
Well, it was also. I mean, there was less hair.
Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't have any hair. Yeah.
It was apparently
And
made
neither
news in the
did
DC area as well.
Neither did Tommy. Tommy didn't have any hair either. He gave himself a haircut that morning. Horrified everybody.
But it was nice. It was clean. It looked good.
I mean, he had a hat.
He was so mad.
All right. Well, but we could reminisce. But I was
Can I
wondering
sing
if you had
to you?
another,
Can I
do you have
still
another
sing?
song in you, Mandy?
Oh, I would love to. So the song I'd like to sing is the one that I'll be singing on Saturday night. And
a little preview.
Yeah, it was written by Billy Strayhorn when he was 16, and it's really hard. But I'm going to try it, and hopefully I'm not going to make a jag of myself. Let me pull up the chart here. So
You're not going to make a jag yourself, and this is a nice little dress rehearsal for you.
Little dress rehearsal. Let me make sure I'm in the right key. Threw my phone on the floor. I used to visit all the very gay places, those come what may places, where one relaxes on the axis of the wheel of life to get the feel of life from jazz and cocktails. The girls I knew had sad and sullen gray faces with distant gay traces that used to be there. You could see where they'd been washed away by too many through the day. 12 o'clock tales. Then you came along with your siren song to tempt me to madness. Well, I thought for a while your poignant smile was tinged with the sadness of a great love for me. Ah, yes, I was wrong. Again, I was wrong. Life is lonely again, but only last year everything seemed so sure. Now life is awful again, a trough full of art could only be a bore. A week in Paris might ease the bite of it. All I care is to smile in spite of it. I'll forget you, I will while yet you are still burning inside my brain. A romance is mush, stifling those who strive. I'll lead a lush life in some small time, and there I'll be while I rot with the rest of those whose lives are lonely too. Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Real good.
He was 16 when he wrote that.
That's crazy.
I couldn't even write my name
I know.
when I was 16.
I mean, those, like, I used to visit all the very gay places, those come with May places where one relaxes on the axis of the wheel of life to get the feel of life from jazz and cocktails. Like what bar was he hanging? Well, you know where he was hanging out. He was hanging out at the Crawford Grill. But I mean, I'm just trying to imagine 15-year-old Billy hanging out at the jazz club over a cold one, going, man, and just writing this lovelorn tome that people are still singing. Thank you, Maureen. That's very kind of you. Yeah, you could buy tickets. You could see me with a 5-piece band and all my guests this Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And all of the online tickets are at my website, fatmandymusic.com.
So go on there, everybody. Get those tickets. You're not going to be able to see a lot of this streaming stuff in the future. So wherever you are nationally, you can chime in 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get your tickets for the show, and you can even jump on the chat and let them know what's going on. Let them know what you're thinking. Maybe somebody might even take a request. Who knows?
Who knows?
But anyway, so we're winding down. This is episode 196 in the books here, on our way to 200 or bust here right now. We're winding things down, folks. So as
Sounds
we
like
leave,
we might bust.
What's that?
Sounds like we might bust.
We might bust, but we're gonna go out with a bang. So
you know what? It's Patrick. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's not over till the fat lady sings. You got to send me a link that night.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Oh, we might send you more than a link, man. Dude.
Hey,
we need to talk.
Oh,
there are balls in the air. Okay, we are trying to figure out some things. There's some stuff that we're working at. We're working out some kinks, details.
I mean, I'm here for the kinks.
That's what I hear. You're here for the kinks.
I'm detail oriented.
And the balls in the air. So anyway, I saw a video of somebody juggling, but they shot it from above. It was the most hypnotic thing I ever saw in my life. Just thought, Google that. Somebody juggling, but instead of shooting them this way, they were above them. That's what I'm going to leave everyone with. That and again, go get that vaccine, because you can look at cartoon version of me. If you want to get that shot, just take it.
Take the shot! Take the shot!
And that's all we got here, folks. Thank you all. Obviously, thank you, Mandy. Get tickets for the show on Saturday. Thank you, Kate, for being here. Get these belly baskets. Get them ready for next week. Dave, thank you for doing this when you're out of town and still running the show. Love everybody. Get vaccinated. Still wear a mask when you need to. Peace out, Tommy. And thank you, everybody on Facebook. Let Mandy back on. Let her back on.
Hey, Kate, don't you play drums? Will you play for Tommy? We need a drummer.
Kate barely has time to do this show.
What? Oh, come on. Just think about it. Just think about it.
All right. So this is what we're doing. I want to thank everybody. And we will be back tomorrow night. We have Dave Bracey with us talking about some local brews and Barrel and Flow Fest. And Natalie Bensavenga's got a great 5 minutes with lined up and an Ask Natalie advice. And I believe Reed Connolly is going to be here to do a little bit of slide guitar as he attempts to try to make his way to the Five Timers Club somehow. He needs to show up on every episode from now on.
This is all the warning you're going to get, former ATP guest. You want to make the Five Timers? You got to show up.
Got to show up. This is it. You can just punch in, say hello. You want to get to 5, you're going to get a little prize for it too. There it is.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days? A little prize. Hey.
A little prize. Hey, whatever it takes. All right. So I think Kate's gonna get carpal tunnel from trying to say goodbye. She's running out of shit to do.
Tattoos won the poll. Yes, honey. Tattoos won.
All right. The show ran long again tonight. I don't even care. It was magic, and it was great seeing everybody. We're back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, folks. We're gonna start 8 o'clock sharp. So tune in, and thank you all very much. Take it easy, folks.
Guys.
Stay safe.
Bye. Good to see you.
Bye.
Did you tell him Ray should show up?
I slipped.
How is that even still in this?
You guys want a beer commercial?
Show the whole thing, man.
You guys want a beer commercial?
You tell him, Ray.
You take a couple of guys, swing it a 10. No, let's make it a 20-pound sledgehammer all day long. Show them where you get these.
You got it, Ray.
You don't get these sitting around petting kitty cats. Show them what a man is. Drinking his iron. Not a bunch of airheads sitting around on a beach.
Iron City beer. There's a little iron in all of us.
It's a Berg thing.
It's genius. It's genius.
Wow.
You know what's funny? Ray's probably Tommy's got the jacket on. You know what's funny? Even though we're still live here, Ray's probably younger than me when he made that commercial.
Who was it? Ray who?
Ray, the guy, Ray from the Iron City Beer. You don't remember this commercial? It's legendary.
I not know.
Iron City put out a thing like, you send us your commercials. You send us what you think we should make commercials on. And that, I think, was the first one of like the local somebody doing that. And it was just, you tell them, Ray. And it's like, you don't get these pet kitty cats. Swinging a 10, no, 20-pound sledgehammer. Like, I know, I remember that shit from childhood, man. Pretty great. So anyway.
I didn't move here until 1989, so I don't.
You might have just missed that, actually. Then that probably would have been the 80s.
That magic.
That's magic, all right.
That was cinematic magic.
Well, this. They look. Pete even made an appearance tonight.
There's a cutie patootie.
All right, so we're gonna roll here, folks. Dave's gonna end this feed. You caught a little bonus. You tell him, Ray. Hey, you might as well play the Sally Wiggin clip from the masking era.
I love Sally Wiggin.
She's pretty great.
When I walk out and there's someone without a mask and they come too close to me, I'm just racked with fear, and then I want to punch them in the face.
Good night, everybody.